Sunday afternoon, Sunday after last Sunday, which makes sense as we go forward into the future. I've got the Deon tube out, as you remember from the last video. I've been trying to get the bushing out. Ha! That's not that easy. That's all fire and pounding. Alright, so today we're going to take the bimetal hacksaw blade and we're going to go ahead and just try to cut through the outside of the bushing, maybe peel it out of there without damaging where the bushing sits, because I got that new bushing I'm going to put in there, right? And then we're going to try to capture me getting this bushing out of here. And after we do that, then we're going to be putting a bunch of bushings in and putting this car back together. I feel like that's going to go a lot quicker than all of this has. So here we go. Last time we looked at the Deon bushing, I don't think I put enough force on it to demonstrate that it may possibly be bad. So this time I can put a little more force on it and we can take a look inside of it here. Get a close-up shot. That's flexing it all the way. I'm not sure if it actually gets to flex all the way when it's in the vehicle, but that's what it looks like, and it looks like we actually might have a problem with at least this piece here, or that part there, and that part there. So we'll take a look at the other side. Okay, so now we're looking at the bushing from the driver's side, and I think I am seeing that the bushing may be degraded in the upper 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, possibly 12 to 3 region. I'm going to go flex that and we'll see what that looks like here. Well, I think you can see that I'm actually putting some flex on that. I highly doubt it's going to flex at all when I put that new bushing in there. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get that bushing out of there. Alright, so we got the Deon tube outside, and we're going to try to melt that bushing out of there so we can slide the new one in there. So it ought to take a decent amount of heat. We'll see how it goes.
Evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Alright, well, that came out. That was a little more work than I expected it to be, but I don't know exactly how much work I expected it to be. So you can see though that I absolutely just hammered on that to get it out, and I did my best not to mess up the race that it sits in. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Alright, now we're taking a look at inside of the holder for the bushing that I just took out. And as you see, it doesn't look too bad where I ran the screwdriver across there. No, I'm just joking. It's horrible. So I'll probably just try to flatten that out with some sandpaper. But that's the only place that I went in to it, so the rest of it is going to be fine. So we'll go ahead and clean that out, and then we're going to look at just putting all the bushings in. Alright, well, that was a little bit of work, but I'm happy to say it came out. You got to see it. At least that's the way I should put it together in the video for you. What a dirty little booger that guy was. Just, you know, you can see it's actually a two-part bushing. You can see I was giving it my best shot at getting it out of there. So we got it out of there. Next thing I got to do is some quick research to see which ends are track arm ends and which ends are the ends that connect to the chassis. That way I know which poly bushings to put in, because they're different. So 2 sets, they're different. And once I figure out where they go, then we'll be back out here and we'll be putting them in. We'll talk to you soon. Or we'll just be back. Alright, so here we go again. You just saw me put all the bushings into the sleeves and then, you know, getting ready to put them into the track arms, and that's not what's going to happen, because when I went to go put them in the track arms, I realized I really wouldn't be able to push them in there if I had the bushing in there. I better just pound those in and then slide the bushing in, and that's the way we got to do it. So now I got to take all these bushings out apart, and then we'll be able to pound just the sleeves back into the track arms, and then we'll take it from there.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
that was a lot more work than I expected. I thought the bushings would go in a lot easier. So definitely getting the Deon bushing out was more of a task than I actually expected. And then we got the track arm bushings in, and next up is going to be accessory drive belt and air conditioning belt. So I got to put 2 belts on in there. But this has been really fun, and I keep learning, and you can see, you know, we make some mistakes, we got to go back, we got to fix it, and then we move forward. I wanted to say I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and watching the videos. I know there's at least 10 of you that are checking it out and waiting for me to put a new video out and have some interest. If you want to say anything, drop a comment. I really appreciate hearing from the people that are watching that are interested. You can subscribe if you haven't already. I know I got a few subscribers out of these videos. And you can hit the notification so when I do put a new video out, like after I edit this one, you'll know that it's out. Otherwise, all I can say is thanks a lot for coming along, and we're going to continue the journey, and we'll see what happens next. Take care, everybody.